Hey friends, in today's video I want to talk about hacking your brain chemistry for healing. So this is something that I just recently wrote a blog about, so I will link that below in case you want to go in more depth. But I thought I'd take a couple minutes and just kind of explain a little bit about the healing brain chemistry and how to shift into that state more often. So for any of us who want to be happier and healthier, which is probably you if you're watching this video, it's important to know kind of some of the biochemistry and the neurochemistry behind how we can not only elevate our moods, but encourage brain retraining, right? So we're talking about neuroplasticity, the ability of the brain to constantly change and shift and rewire. And that is, in my opinion, and I'm really exploring this a lot more lately, is a huge component of healing, especially from trauma, PTSD, and chronic illness. I'll probably make another video on that specifically, but today I want to talk about something called D.O.S.E chemistry. So D.O.S.E. These are the 4 classes of molecules that you are going to want to know when it comes to rewiring your brain and healing your life in general. So we'll start with D, and D is for dopamine. So this is often known as the reward molecule. This is what is released when we do things like complete a task or give into a craving. So dopamine is one that kind of feeds this loop, right, of this reinforcement of rewards. So that's a pretty key one. And at the end of this video, I will run through a list of some ways that you can get some more dopamine. But we'll move on to the second one, which is O, and that is for oxytocin. So this is a little less known one, but is a huge player when it comes to pregnancy, childbirth, and breastfeeding. This is known as the love hormone or the cuddle hormone. This is released mostly when we have physical touch or any kind of intimate contact. And this one is known to just kind of strengthening social bonds. So oxytocin is what kind of keeps us bonded to our tribe, to our people, and of course makes us feel good as well. And there's another reinforcement loop when it comes to oxytocin. And the third one is S. So S is for serotonin. This is probably the one that a lot of people are familiar with. Obviously, this is the pathway that a lot of really popular pharmaceuticals work on. The SSRIs and the SNRIs work on the serotonin pathway. So most of our serotonin is made in our gut, thanks to our microbiome. And this is just the general kind of feel good, happy hormone, kind of lifts our mood, makes us feel more calm, more present. It works on a lot of pathways, as do all of these, which again, you can check out a little bit more in my blog, where you can just do your own research on these. But and then finally, E is for endorphins. So technically this is a class of molecules, but endorphins work on our perception of stress and pain. So these are our natural pain relievers. And you probably already know, when you go out and exercise, you get that rush of endorphins. Whenever you are experiencing pain, your body releases endorphins as a way to buffer that. So these are naturally ways endorphins are, a natural way to lift our mood and relieve pain. So altogether, these 4 molecules or classes of molecules, dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins, are what put our bodies into a state of healing and happiness and calm, which is what we want more of, right? No matter what's going on in our life, we want more of that, particularly for those of us trying to heal from chronic health issues, chronic, stress and, trauma or PTSD. So there are a lot of ways to increase your dose chemistry, or as I call it, get your daily dose. As you can imagine, things like exercise are really big for most all of these. Meditation is also a really key one. Getting outside is so big, especially like bright light exposure, sun exposure. Music is also a really big one when it comes to dose chemistry, and it works a little bit different ways on the brain, whether you are listening to music or you're playing music. They both work to release dose chemistry. Things like eating dark chocolate or complex carbohydrates, especially in the instance of serotonin. Having sex, having orgasms are big ones to release dose chemistry. Generally, just the kinds of things that you would think of when it comes to self-care, right? Resting, listening to music, going outside, getting sun, connecting with a loved one, cuddling with a pet. Things like acupuncture, or I lay on an acupressure mat as a way to release endorphins. And there's quite a few more. And like I said, those are in my blog if you want to check those out. But I just wanted to give you guys a little primer on dose chemistry and just some ideas to get you thinking about how to release some more of these happy, feel-good, healing hormones and neurotransmitters in your body. So I hope this was helpful for you. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And of course, if you have questions about dose chemistry or neuroplasticity and how these things work together, feel free to leave me a comment and I'll do my best to answer it. Hope you guys are doing well. Stay tuned for the next video. So until next time, take care, everyone. Bye.